morning, Chairman Palazzo, Chairman Hall, Ranking Member Clark, Congressman Brooks. On behalf of Boeing, thanks for the opportunity to be here. We want to thank you for your continued support of human spaceflight. You enabled the safe flight out of the shuttle, completion of ISS, and outlining this path for beyond Earth orbit exploration. Without your committee, this wouldn't have happened, so thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here. As previously stated, the Space Launch System is an enabler for human deep space exploration needed to propel elements free of Earth's gravity. It can serve as a backbone of our nation's space program in any post-ISS era. I'd like to start by talking about challenges per your request. It's worth noting up front that many potential challenges on SLS have already been avoided. NASA quite wisely selected an architecture that allows reuse of designs and elements that have been very successful on other programs. This separation of product development and technology development increases our overall confidence in schedule, cost, and mission success. That said, accomplishing rapid development of the core stage of Block 1 of the SLS is foremost among the remaining challenges. The SLS engines and boosters are heritage space shuttle elements. The SLS Block 1 upper stage is directly adapted from our Delta IV heavy launch vehicle. But the core stage, on the other hand, is a clean sheet design, meaning the existing elements are waiting for the core stage to catch up with them. To see the schedule challenge, we can compare the lead time required to produce a shuttle external tank to the time allotted for this core stage development. As shuttle neared her end, schedule estimates for calling up another ET ranged from 36 to 44 months. The time allotted from system requirements review completion that Mr. Dumbacher mentioned is about 51 to 54 months, and the core stage has got to design and certify that design in close to the same time. So it gives you a feel for the kind of challenge. A flat budget profile for SLS, which is atypical for development programs, creates another unique challenge, and it necessitates that SLS development occur through an evolutionary process. Simultaneous development of all the elements needed to get to the final configuration of the SLS won't be possible under that flat budget profile, so NASA will have to choose that so that each succeeding element developed offers the most incremental beyond Earth orbit performance for the smallest cost. As we work the cryogenic stages, we're retaining the option for that element to be a large upper stage should NASA choose it, so that the maximum economic efficiency can be gained from our core stage efforts. As far as risk reduction goes, we're reducing risk through adaptation of existing subsystems and components, even though the core stage will be new. We have to ensure SLS is a standalone exploration class rocket that can be adapted to many missions that emerge over many years. This is going to require a guidance system independent of payloads or crew systems, so it can serve multiple users in crew and cargo configuration. To ensure we could get there on time, we've chosen to produce many of the key elements in-house at Boeing. The best example of this is the overall vehicle flight computer. We've based it on a proven Boeing commercial satellite design and already have gotten to a critical design review and put test versions in the lab for NASA software. To keep SLS and the overall programs stable over the long haul, it's important to ensure SLS is protected and nurtured long enough to succeed. Preventing temporary budget variations from impacting schedules is a key part of that. Stable funding, which should include planning for funding that escalates with inflation, will allow out steady and predictable progress. Construction of facility tasks should be fully funded even under continuing resolution conditions early in the program, so we can get the factory and test facilities up and active. We also will work hard with NASA to get defined contracts in place that allow thorough interrogation of cost and schedule for the long haul and integrated baseline reviews. Our progress has been really strong. We started in December, as Mr. Dumbacher mentioned. We've already passed through a system requirements review and system definitions review 2 months ahead of our contract milestones. Our first hardware deliveries are already behind us in the avionics area, and design tempo is increasing daily. On the manufacturing side, we're past 50% on all the major tools. We begin installation of the big tooling at Michoud late this year and finish late next, so we'll have an active factory by early 14. Our manufacturing developments are influenced in design very positively. Early test welds indicate we're going to get to 4 weld thicknesses and about 14 unique schedules compared to 14 thicknesses and about 75 schedules on an external tank. That and less costly materials are going to make it much more affordable for the government. We plan for progress upcoming. We get to a preliminary design late this year or early next. Critical design mid-14, and we plan first flight in 2017. To close, NASA's unrelenting focus on mission success has always driven us, and it still is in the way we're designing the SLS today on our pace. Thank you for the chance to testify today.